Nakakapagbagabagbag. I really try, guys. I really do. Hi everyone, before we begin this video, I would like to make a little disclaimer. As my videos are about being a halfie, my videos are a fun and interesting way for me to express those ideas and to share with you what it is like being half Filipina. So in no way am I trying to make fun of the culture, but I'm trying to relate to it as much as possible in my own way. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to contact me or comment below. Enjoy! Welcome back to my third video, and today I'll be talking about languages, more specifically Tagalog. First off, I would like to start with mabuhay. So for those of you who need a reminder, or if you haven't watched my other videos yet, I'm half British, half Filipina, and I'm absolutely terrible at languages. Growing up, we've been moving to several different Asian countries, and that required me to learn these languages. But we were never there for that long, so I never had the chance to actually become fluent in these languages. I grew up speaking Japanese, but as soon as we moved to Singapore, I lost it. So, English has been my go-to language, obviously. So now that I'm here in the Philippines, my goal is to start speaking Tagalog. I can understand it, however, I can't actually speak it. I can come up with different words, but I can't actually structure a sentence correctly or on the spot. It takes me like 10 minutes to come up with a simple sentence. And people ask me, how? I mean, you can understand it, but you can't speak it? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on in my brain. So today I'm going to share with you my experiences in learning Tagalog and what it is like being a halfie trying to speak Tagalog here in the Philippines. As I mentioned before, I can understand Tagalog, basic conversation. So if my mom's talking to someone or if someone is nearby and talking in Tagalog, I can understand what they're saying. I love when people think I don't understand and they end up saying something in front of me. I was in a supermarket once and this sales personnel was saying something in Tagalog to his colleagues, and he didn't know that I could understand Tagalog, and he said something about me, something nice. So I just smiled and I said, I can understand you, and he just started blushing. Like, I felt bad for him, but I made him feel better about it. I was like, thank you though. So my understanding is okay. However, the speaking side is one that I struggle with. There have been many times where I've tried to use Tagalog and people just ended up saying things like, oh, slang, or they just straight up couldn't understand me. And that's not their fault. It's my fault for not being able to speak the language properly. My accent isn't that great when it comes to speaking Tagalog, but I really try, guys, I really do. There's an expression here in the Philippines that if you're speaking too much English to someone, they say that their nose is bleeding. Well, the exact same thing happens to me. When someone says their nose is bleeding in front of me, I say it back to them actually. I'm like, my nose is bleeding too, trying to speak Tagalog to you. And then they just end up laughing. So that language barrier is just broken. And they just realize that I'm struggling as well. I should be able to speak Tagalog while I'm living here in the Philippines, and trust me guys, I am trying my best. I really am. For example, while working here in the Philippines, I'm required to speak to customers or suppliers or whoever I need to come in contact with on a daily basis. And to make it less intimidating for them to speak to me, I add little Tagalog words into my text or if I'm speaking to them. So I would start off a sentence with "Pwede mag so and so on" in English. Or my common go-to word in Tagalog is po. I'll just add po. For those of you who don't know, po is an expression of respect here in the Philippines. So I would add po at the end of the sentence and boom! I can speak Tagalog. And so they go on with the conversation in Tagalog, or sometimes they switch to English, And there you go, everyone's happy. Another great example was that I had an interview for the family business one time, and the host was asking me questions in Tagalog on screen, so it looked like I could understand Tagalog. Bear in mind, I had food poisoning that day, so my mind wasn't working at all. I was answering questions in English, and this video was posted up online, and I'm not affected by this, maybe a little. But there were comments made by viewers saying that I should be speaking Tagalog because it is a show here in the Philippines. Luckily, there were other viewers that came to my rescue and defended me and told them, you know, she doesn't look pure Filipino, so maybe she can't really speak Filipino. But seriously, I'm really trying, guys. And if you guys can suggest ways that I can easily learn Tagalog, then let me know in the comments below because I would love to. So to battle my fear, or let's just say lack of knowledge of speaking Tagalog, I'm going to be doing a little challenge today, and that will be the Translate from Filipino to English challenge on Instagram. I'll also be doing Filipino tongue twisters, which is going to be a disaster. But for the sake of YouTube, I'm going to be doing it today, so challenge time! So here we go. Pang ilang Pangulo si Duterte? I think, is that how many heads does Duterte have? Second one, here we go. Laki sa layaw. I know laki means big, and that's all I know. Wag kang patola. Don't be a patola. For those of you who don't know, patola is a green, long vegetable, so that probably means something, but in direct translation it means don't be a patola. Yeah, yeah, yeah! One more of these translate things. Ay grabe siya, oh! That is so hard to translate. It's an expression, and it's like, oh, that person. That's all I can say, that person! Since these are really hard, I'm going to move on to the tongue twisters because this has not been successful. So moving on to tongue twisters. Sinusi ni Susan ang Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidlan ng sisiw. Sinusi ni Susan ang sisidlan ng sisiw. Not bad. Here we go, here we go. Pasko paksiw. Pasko paksiw. Pasko nom nom. Pasko paksiw. Pasko paksiw. I'm such. That's impossible. Nakakapagpabagabag. Nakakapagbagabagbag. Butiki, butiku, butika. I can't even say it the first time. Butiki, butiki, bituka, butika. Butiki, bituka, butika. I'm never gonna get this, seriously. So there you have it, guys. I can't speak Tagalog properly. My tongue doesn't form the right way to say these words, but I'm really trying. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I enjoyed doing it with you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that little bell button so that you'll be notified the next time I post a video. Bye!